welcome to Ireland's Homes, Interiors and Living magazine podcast, a series where we talk to industry insiders about all things property, home, renovation and design. My name is Sara Austin and I'm an interior stylist based here in Belfast. Today we are so glad to welcome to the studio Stephen Wilson of Killy Moon Living. Stephen is the director and founder of the business and he's here today to talk to us about his award-winning furniture business. Welcome, Stephen.
Thank you very, very much, Sarah. It's lovely to be here.
So first of all, Stephen, for anybody who doesn't know Killy Moon Living, can you give us a quick introduction and tell us a little bit about the business?
No problem. Killy Moon Bespoke Living is an interior business that manufactures the most beautiful bespoke furniture. We design. Everybody has that maybe place in their home that like, oh, I need a particular product, whether it be a chaise, whether it be a bed, to fit in that space. And it needs to reflect my own identity. Well, that's what we do. We can manufacture bespoke furniture that reflects your identity and bring it to life.
Fantastic. And can you tell me a little bit about your background, Stephen, and how the business began?
Well, I have been in the interiors business for 24 years now. It started in my family business, CFC Interiors.
Okay.
And they have stores in Cookstown, Belfast and Campsie. And then about 16 years ago, I started along with my father, Killy Moon Bespoke Living. And why? Because my father wanted us to design and manufacture furniture for his customers. But it had to be the right furniture because he has always had a background in furniture. In fact, his brother owns Star Plan as well. So they are very much a furniture and family based business, particularly when it comes to interiors. So yeah, I wanted me to start the business and we have molded it over the years now to manufacturing really high-end bespoke furniture, and it really is beautiful, and I love doing the job that I do because I get to see creations come to life every day.
It's so fascinating, I think, like learning stories of people that are making bespoke furniture right here in Ireland and the quality that goes into that. And I guess the component parts that, make it so high-end.
Yeah, very much so. I have a piece that I always love talking about it. I do. It's a solid walnut table. And we have that in our showroom in Cookstown. And it is, wow, it's my favourite piece. Why? Because whenever it's made of solid walnut, not everybody goes for solid walnut. Now, why? Because it's one of the most expensive woods. But to me, the quality and the beauty of it, it's unparalleled. We are able to see the natural tones and the colours of the wood. I have my own sprayer, and what he does is he just lacquers it, and he's lacquered it maybe 6 or 7 times, and then sands it and lacquers it. But the quality of the wood that's coming through it's beautiful.
The level of craftsmanship that must go into that.
And then one of my joiners, Bernard, he's a genius, and there's no other word to describe that. He actually made the base. And it all was designed around a little gold ring at the bottom. And he did these individual strips of walnut going up and down. And obviously they were all lacquered too. So you just have this really beautiful table. And whenever anybody walks in, like, wow, that looks really good. And it is, it's stunning. And I'm so proud that we together designed this piece and it's come across. So yeah.
That really leads me into actually the next thing I was going to ask you. When clients come into you, the process of design, it's very much collaborative.
Oh, it's massively collaborative. People ask me at times, where do you get your designs? Where do you get your ideas? Well, by working with our clientele, our clients, our customers, because together we can come up with some beautiful ideas. And it is, you sit down with them, you go through the design process, you go to our design studio, you choose what you're after, and then obviously together we pull the fabrics, we pull the ideas, it needs to be made a particular size and so on and so forth. But it's a collaborative effort, as you say, and it really works. And you end up seeing the most beautiful piece of furniture and making people happy. To me, I
think that's so much part of that's a good design is when somebody comes away and the joy that an item of furniture or any piece of art or, can bring them. It certainly is.
When you get that joy, whenever you get that, and I always say this to the girls, whenever you go in, it's like the customer goes in and goes, oh, that's lovely. That sort of gasp, that little, you just know there that they're absolutely blown away, that you've done a good job. And that's all I really want is people to be over the moon with our furniture. I want to be able to create the most beautiful piece that they have that they're so proud of,
Mm.
because obviously I'm very proud of it, and I go with a smile on my face every day. And to me, I just love doing what we do. I myself, as I've already said, I have progressive MS. My legs don't work, and I'm in a wheelchair. But I have the best team in the world. They are fantastic. I go round. They help me get into the wheelchair every day. I go around the factory, and we look at what they're working on. We discuss ideas and plans, and it's fantastic. Like, I have the best team, and yes, I'm a bit biased when I say that, but I have a fantastic, talented team.
And tell me a little bit for your team, the design process, the visuals that you can offer people. How does that work?
Well, simply put, I have 3 ladies who are absolutely stunning and fantastic when it comes to the whole idea of the design process. They can work any sorts of schemes together, pull schemes together, from mood boards to CAD designs to whatever the space requires. We can work with. We will put together a scheme that reflects your own individuality. So yeah, you sit down with us in our design studio, we go through fabrics, we go through mood boards, we go through schemes, and we'll make it right for you.
And it must be so exciting for your clients as they begin to see those CADs come together, and because it is bespoke design for them, to get those initial visuals and then the excitement of
Very
watching
much
that.
so. Yeah, very much so. To me, it's whenever you see something being drawn up on the computer and you see the CAD, and you're like, oh, that looks really good. But then whenever you see the first piece, say it's a solid, you see a solid oak or a solid acacia or walnut or whatever the wood's coming in, and then you see it taking shape, going through the CNC machine, all the way through to the joinery process, then into maybe the upholstery process, depending on what the process is, you'll see this beautiful piece come out, and it's wow.
Steve, I think I want to come down to the factory and have a little look for
You're
myself.
more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Anybody, it's a beautiful showroom, and I absolutely love going there every day.
And your inspiration and what you do, where do you find inspiration from?
Well, starting with my father, of course. He always was involved in furniture back in, I think it was Emmaville, back in, I don't know, 1960s or 70s, and that's where he got his experience. And then whenever he started CFC Interiors, he had that experience. He always wanted to do something to do with manufacturing furniture for his clients. And then that's where it came from. My inspiration, a lot of it came from Dad, but it also comes from my clients.
Yeah.
Like, as we've just talked about, whenever you see the beauty in the furniture, it's like, wow. You are inspired by them. There's no doubt about it. You're inspired by your clients and your staff. That's very important.
And in terms of demographic, who would you consider Killy Moon's demographic to be?
Well, people who love furniture, who are passionate about furniture, people who want quality in anything that they've got. And my clients come to me, it's like, can you do this? And that's what I offer.
Yeah.
Generally, we can. We can't reinvent a wheel, of course, but what we can do is do as much as we can. There's so many options that we can, with the whole bespoke side of things. As I say, it's not everything that we can do, but the majority of things, yes, we can. We can make a sofa to your own size. We can change a bed. We can put panels on it. There's a lot that can be done, and having that is fantastic.
And I do think it's an amazing thing about interiors businesses here in Ireland that we do still have that craftsmanship, that still exists here.
Very, very lucky. We're so lucky we have that. I personally have the best, I believe, as I said, the best team in the world, from upholsterers to joiners to sprayers to engineer to cut out all the CNC shapes and all the rest of it. I have a couple of apprentices, and I even have apprentice of the year. Amy was done an amazing job. And in fact, actually, I have to mention this. We have a little scarecrow because with my wife and my children, they had the school were doing a scarecrow competition, and I said to Amy, "Do you want to do the scarecrow competition?" So you pretty much just got a bust of a scarecrow, and Amy was like, "I'd love to do this." So she got some foam, she did it up, and she turned it into this like Victorian classical woman.
Oh wow!
And using fabrics, using different things, and it just looked wow. And of course, she won the competition, and it just looked amazing. And it's great seeing that creativity and craft coming through.
It must be lovely to have a really creative team like
It
that.
is. I am so lucky, and you know the thing is, the belief has bled right the way down to them in their very foundation. Because whenever they're doing work, they'll turn around and they'll nearly look at it across and think, no, that's not right, that needs to be changed. I don't have to say it. They actually, because they're so passionate and they care so much about it, they want the product to be right themselves. And that's great.
And Steve, can I ask you, I think we've definitely all seen that there's been a trend towards, sourcing from China. Do you feel that things are changing here? Do you think that more people are looking for that bespoke item? Going back to maybe our grandparents' generation where people bought items of furniture for life. We talk a lot about sustainability now. Do you think that these things are in your clients' heads much more than they were maybe going back even 5-10 years ago?
Well, I think sustainability is important. I know Anna, she is a girl who works with me. She did modules on it. She's very sort of keen on all that side of things. I do think it's important. I think the fact that people have realised that you can buy products from China and so on and so forth, but maybe don't last as well as a locally manufactured product. And that's what I find here. The fact that we make stuff, it's made right, and the quality is there. I remember I had a client came into us and they looked at our beds are stunning. And he seen a bed and he goes, oh, I wouldn't be going for a bed frame because those bed frames, they don't last, they don't. And I said, well, you do me a favour. Would you lift up the mattress and have a look at my frame? And he looked it up, and of course I do a double support rail in it, which is really good, 2-3 inches thick. And he like, oh, that looks really strong. Okay, and then all of a sudden we started a conversation about beds and different options that could be done. But the fact is, the quality was there, and I think the fact we're so lucky in Northern Ireland that we have such skilled tradespeople still. And yeah, I would agree with you. I do think the trend is coming more towards locally manufactured product.
It's a really good thing, isn't it?
I think so.
And if you could go back through your career, would you change anything, Steve?
Do you know, I don't think I would. And I've thought about this. People have asked me, what would you do or what would you change? Well, obviously, yes, I'd love to be able to walk, but that's not going to happen. But you know what? It has allowed me to focus on my work. It's allowed me to go in and see the quality of things, give me a different appreciation for what we do. And now that I've seen, or we've helped to create the most beautiful furniture available, I think I'm just very, very happy with what we've done. There's nothing I would change because we are where we're at. And I've just seen, we just redid our new showroom, opened a new third extension in the last since COVID. And looking at it, I was, that's perfect. And we're on a journey, we've got to where we're at, and I'm very happy with it.
And so where does that take you next? What's next for Killy Moon Living, Steve?
For me, I'm trying to grow Killymoon. I want more people to know about us. Not enough. Some people know about us. Certainly, we're getting more and more better known. But I would like to get out. I want people to have my furniture in their homes who love furniture, who are passionate about furniture, who want something that is so individual to them. I want to elevate their space. I want to make sure that I give them that sort of comfort that they want, from their home, that happiness, that joy.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Stephen, for coming in to see us.
Not a problem, Sarah. It's lovely to meet you.